The Galactic Council chamber shimmered like the inside of a nebula, rings of glass and gold, filled with delegates from 100 worlds. Their voices merged into one endless drone of arrogance and fear. At the center of the vast chamber stood Admiral Kale Rowe, the first human ever invited to speak before the 12 Suns. His uniform was scorched at the collar, his eyes dark and unflinching. "You misunderstand us," he said, voice low but carrying. "You think humanity wants war. We don't. But if you bring it to us." The Threxian overlord, a mass of quilled tendrils, hissed. "Your kind burned 2 colonies in 3 cycles. You claim defense, yet you breed soldiers like vermin." Kale met its gaze. "You attacked first." Across the chamber, whispers spread, primitive, unpredictable, dangerous. Then came the Archon of Velis, her crystalline body pulsing with disdain. "Humans should never have been given starlight. The Council should quarantine Earth and erase their fleets." Kale straightened. "You can erase fleets, but not intent." His words hung like gravity in the silence. He looked up at the swirling holographic map of the galaxy. "You fear us because you see yourselves. We adapt, we learn, and we remember." As he turned to leave, the counselors murmured warnings of containment, sanctions, disarmament. None realized the fire they were kindling. None heard the faint transmission Kale's wristcom sent into the void. Omega Protocol confirmed. Humanity stands alone. Months later, the skies of Halion Prime burned crimson. Once a jewel world of art and trade, now its spires lay in ruin. Alien fleets had come, confident in their numbers. They expected surrender. They got humanity instead. The Earth Defense Vanguard, a fraction of the Council's size, held the line with precision impossible for the older empires to comprehend. Drone swarms moved like living storms, guided by Neuralink pilots whose eyes glowed with synchronized purpose. Kale Rowe stood on the bridge of the Dauntless, his crew silent, efficient. "Initiate Phase 3, he ordered. "Sir, the Council fleet's formation is tightening." "They still think we fight like they do?" Kale said. "Let them learn." The ship's AI pulsed in his ear. Neural field ready. Kale closed his eyes. The implants along his spine thrummed, linking him to every pilot, every ship, every heartbeat in the fleet. For a moment, he felt the unity that made humanity terrifying. A billion minds, one will. Outside, the sky lit up. The alien armada's plasma storms scattered like rain off invisible shields. Counterstrikes rained down with surgical grace. When the smoke cleared, half the Council's fleet was gone. The survivors limped away into hyperspace. Kale opened his eyes slowly, breathing hard. His helmswoman whispered, "They underestimated us again." He nodded. "And they'll keep doing it until there's no one left to learn." The Council called humanity's response barbaric. Propaganda spread, Earth breeds monsters. Yet whispers began to circulate among the oppressed worlds. Stories of humans who fought back, who freed slaves, who rebuilt burned cities with bare hands. On Velis 9, a crystalline envoy named Sorrel watched as human marines delivered medicine to her shattered colony. She'd been raised to fear them, to see them as contagion. But when one soldier, barely more than a boy, handed her a ration pack and smiled, she felt something alien to her species. "Why help us?" she asked. He shrugged. "Because someone should have helped us when nobody did." That single act spread faster than the Council's censorship could contain. Meanwhile, in the Council chambers, panic grew. "They're spreading empathy," spat the Threxian overlord. "They're infecting the galaxy with their morality." And beneath the chaos, Kale's fleet moved silently, dismantling slaver rings and escorting refugees through Council blockades. Each victory drew more worlds to their cause. By the time the Council declared open war, half its outer systems had already defected, sworn to a new alliance called the Concord of the Living. Its banner bore a single symbol, a human hand and an alien's intertwined. The war reached its crescendo at the twin moons of Varun's Gate. The Council's combined armada, 10,000 ships, 16 species, formed a wall of fire around the human fleet. Admiral Kale stood on the command deck, his reflection lit by the nebula's violet light. "Transmit the message," he ordered. Across the galaxy, every channel crackled to life. His voice was calm, measured. "To the Council and all who follow it, you warned the galaxy about us. You called us dangerous, uncontrollable, unworthy of the stars. You were right. He paused, eyes hard. Because we remember pain, and we refuse to let it rule us. The fleet surged forward. Human vessels folded light, breaking the laws of physics the Council thought immutable. The sky itself screamed. When the battle ended, the Council's flagship burned. The Archon of Velis, impaled on the wreckage of her throne, whispered her last words to Kale's hologram. You are everything we feared. Kale bowed his head. And everything you could have been. He ordered the ceasefire. The galaxy went silent. Months later, the surviving Council delegates stood once more in the shattered chamber of the 12 Suns. The ceiling above them was open to the stars now, the scars of war still glowing. Admiral Kale Rowe entered, not as conqueror, but as arbiter. Behind him walked humans and aliens alike, members of the new Concord. The war is over, Kale said. But peace isn't a surrender. It's a choice. The Threxian overlord, its quills dulled, rasped. What do you demand? Kale's answer was simple. Unity, or extinction. He turned to leave, but the Archon's surviving aide called out, trembling. And what of the Council's warning? That humans would consume the galaxy. Kale paused at the threshold. We didn't consume it, he said softly. We changed it. Outside the chamber, 1,000 worlds cheered as the Treaty of Varun's Gate was signed. An accord forged not from dominance, but understanding. In the starlight, Kale removed his insignia and whispered to no one in particular. We never wanted to be gods. Just good ancestors.